Today on the Transplant Helper, I just want to pause for just a moment and give you one humongous piece of motivation, something I promise you, I'm pointing at you, need in your life if you're a transplant patient. Go ahead and stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome to Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and yeah, you can probably hear my voice already. I've got that little bit of a tinge, a little bit of a scratch that comes with the fall season. I just want to remind you to be careful. The crud's going around. There's a lot of dry air in many areas in the south, at least. Just a lot going around. A lot of mold and mildew is going to be landing on the ground on those leaves in the next few weeks. It's going to be a tough time for us as transplant patients, but just be careful, be clean, and you'll be fine, okay? With that said, today's topic of discussion is basically, again, motivation. I tell you every single week that on this program, I just want to make these videos in order to advocate, educate, and motivate you as a transplant patient. And this motivation goes out to anyone, okay? I don't care if you're laying in a hospital bed awaiting a transplant, you're sitting at home, whatever your situation is, or if you're just out of transplant up into decades, this is a piece of motivation, maybe three pieces as we divide it out. But anyway, these are pieces of motivation that you are going to need, all right? And I'm especially talking to any of you out there who are really in the most difficult days. You know, the days leading up to transplant and the days just post-transplant, maybe inside of the first couple of weeks, because it's a big, big deal during that time. Anyway, here we go. Number one, very simply stated, you'll not forget this. You've heard it before. You can do it. I'm talking to you right there behind the camera, nobody else. So don't look around you. Don't look to the person next to you in the room. Don't look to the person through the Facebook page. You can do it, okay? I'm not saying that transplant life is easy. As a matter of fact, it can be very, very difficult at times. It can be very, very hard on us at times. But regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of how things seem to be going now, you can do it, okay? You are not left here on this life, in this life, on this earth, in order to fail, okay? Honestly, I don't believe that's the case. You were left here in order to succeed, in order to heal, in order to recover, and in order to have a brand new life. You know, transplant is all about giving life, but at the same time, it's all about receiving life. And it's a wonderful, wonderful gift that we have. It's just an outstanding thing that we have as a possibility in our life that we can receive. And so you are here to do it. It's on you. You can do it. Number two sounds very similar to that. You must do it, okay? I don't know how many times, and I've been there, done that, okay? I've got the card to show it. I don't know how many times in my life leading up to transplant and even shortly thereafter, when I began to doubt myself, when I began to feel like, things were just harder than I expected, things were just, not working out, that I pretty much began to look around me and try to blame some other person, some other situation, saying, you know what, I'd be doing better if, or I'd be doing better if this had taken place, or if it had happened this way. But at the end of the day, you must do it, okay? We've got caregivers, we've got loved ones, we've got friends, family members, co-workers. We've got people who rally around us, especially in the first few days after transplant, who are really there. They're trying to beat our beating call. They're trying to do for us. They're trying to help us. But at the end of the day, you are the one who must put in the work, okay? Like they used to say, related to sports, related to pretty much anything in life, there's no pain where there's no gain, okay? It's going to take effort. It's going to take effort on your part and on no one else's. So you must do this. And I tell people all the time, especially if you're inside of the first few days or weeks of transplant, and it's better to know this before the transplant than after, but anyway you're hearing it, I guess, works out. But you have to take advantage of those first few days or weeks after transplant. One main reason that comes about is because I know right after transplant, for most of us, we're on quite a bit of an anesthesia type pain medicine. That's going to be a buffer to you getting up, getting moving, getting stirring again, and getting back to going, okay? And if you wait till the outside of that window, for example, I think on the second week, my doctors took me off of all pain medicine, say maybe a Tylenol. If you wait until you get outside of that buffer zone, things get hard. Things get to hurting, okay? I can tell you with much experience, my first and second day post-transplant were much easier than my third, fourth, and fifth day post-transplant. That's because some of the medications came off, but you must do it. And in third place, not only you can do it, you must do it. You will do it, okay? Don't take no for an answer. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care how bad your situation seems to you. You can do this. You will do it, okay? Just keep thinking positively. Keep thinking forward to what's coming. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. You know, I had many a days right after transplant where I had a lot of goals. One of the main goals for me was to get up, get moving, get walking. And I did that. I was pretty successful in that. But I also had days when it was impossible to do that. When I'd overdone it, or it just wasn't my time. When I started to think, you know what, this is not even worth it. You know, maybe I should have stuck with what I had. Maybe I should have not even signed off on this transplant. We have those thoughts, but you will do this. Just keep pressing on, keep driving forward, keep looking for the next smallest increment. Is that small enough? Smallest increment of progress, and be thankful for it. Because one of the beautiful things about transplant is that every day is a day. And every day is a new day. And every day is a new day that has a new opportunity to do things in a new way. That's what transplant's all about. So let me just encourage you today. Let me motivate you. Let me stir your mind to know you can do it. You must do it. And you will do it. My name is Jim Merle. I'm the Transplant Helper. I appreciate you watching this video. And until next time, every one of you, especially you, stay stronger, my friend.